SUVs first started showing up in the early 20th century during World War I and World War II as military vehicles.
They gave me a nickname. From the words general purpose, they took the G and the P. They called me Jeep.
Today, SUVs come in all shapes and sizes. And for that reason, today we're going to be looking at the top 5 three-row SUVs that you can buy today. For this list, we'll be looking at all non-luxury three-row SUVs. This includes 23 models from 14 brands over the last 10 years, giving us about 236 cars overall. Each SUV has been scored based on fuel efficiency, cargo space, safety ratings, complaints, value retention, and price. I'll also be posting a video later on how exactly I scored every SUV on my list. Number 5, the Ford Expedition. Ford started making the Expedition in 1997, and today you can buy the 2019 Expedition with a 3.5-liter V6 giving up to 400 horsepower. The Expedition, first of all, has some major advantages. For example, the Expedition has the most cargo space of all the SUVs in our top 5, and also gets the highest safety rating of the SUVs in our top 5 with a safety rating of 4.7 stars. The Expedition, like many of the other cars in our top 5, also gets significantly low complaints throughout the years. Now, some major disadvantages to the Expedition include the gas mileage. It gets 17 city, 24 highway for a combined 20 miles to the gallon. Another disadvantage for the Expedition is the fact that it tends to cost $10,000 more than the average SUV and doesn't retain its value all that well. The Ford Expedition ranked number 5 on our list and got a score of 8.2. Number 4, the Ford Explorer. Ford started making the Explorer in 1991, and today you can buy the 2019 Ford Explorer, and you can get it with a 2.4-liter straight 4 or a 3.5-liter V6 for up to 365 horsepower. Now, the Ford Explorer doesn't have anything particularly great or particularly bad. It's overall a good SUV. Some advantages include the fact that it does get better gas mileage than some of the SUVs on our top 5, and it's the most reasonably priced car on our top 5 as well. But as far as cargo, safety, and value retention and complaints, there's nothing particularly special there. The Ford Explorer ranked number 4 on our list and got a score of 8.4 overall. Number 3, the Honda Pilot. Now, Honda started making the Pilot in 2003. Today, you can get the 2018 Honda Pilot with a 3.5-liter V6 with just 280 horsepower. It also gets a 4.5-star safety rating, which is about where all the other SUVs are in our top 5. Some major advantages to the Honda Pilot is the fact that it has pretty good gas mileage. It gets 20 city and 27 highway for a combined 24 miles per gallon. The Honda Pilot is also the least complained about car in our top 5, is also pretty reasonably priced, and it's also the car that holds its value best in our top 5. The only major disadvantage to the Honda Pilot is that it just doesn't have a lot of cargo space. Overall, the Honda Pilot ranked number 3 on our list and got an overall score of 8.5. Number 2, the Chevrolet Traverse or GMC Acadia. Now, GM started making the Traverse and Acadia in 2009, and today you can get the 2019 Traverse with a 3.6-liter V6, giving about 310 horsepower. It also gets a 4.5-star safety rating. Now, for those of you who have watched some of my previous videos, you may be wondering why I'm mentioning the Traverse when before I had mentioned that was one of the worst cars that Chevy has made. For example, the 2010 model of the Traverse has received about 614 complaints. Some 300 of those are about the steering. Now, keep in mind that that video is just a comparison within the brand of Chevy, and this is also after the first generation of the Traverse, which has actually turned out to be pretty good. Some advantages to the Traverse is the fact that it has ample cargo space. Some disadvantages, though, is that when they're brand new, they tend to be priced pretty high, but they lose their value pretty quickly. The Traverse overall ranked number 2 on our list and received an overall score of 8.7. Number 1, the Toyota Highlander. In 2001, Toyota started making the Highlander, and today you can buy the 2018 hybrid Highlander with a 3.5 liter V6 getting just 280 horsepower. The Highlander also gets a 4.5 star safety rating. Some of the advantages of the Highlander include the fact that it gets great gas mileage, especially the hybrid. Another great thing is the fact that the Highlander and the Pilot tend to hold their value more than the average SUV. The only disadvantages are the fact that cargo space can be pretty limited. With all the seats up, it has the least amount of cargo space. And the Highlander tends to cost more, costing about $5,000 more than the average SUV. The Toyota Highlander and Highlander Hybrid ranked number 1 in our top 5 and got an overall score of 8.7. There you have it. There's our top 5 3-row SUVs that you can buy right now. And although we ranked these cars from 1 through 5, any of these SUVs would actually be a really great buy. It just depends on your preferences. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching.